to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the rain for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the white flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like oh, when I scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. With it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them off. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck goose linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback sneakers on 4th and 3. Kick the ends on the offensive block for me. I step on him down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They begin with a run by Smith, and he'll get this one up to the 26. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On first down, it's McNabb. Flush to his right. Room to run inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. They'll run it now with Smith. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Detroit!
To throw on second, McNabb. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now running right through it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's McNabb. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
To throw on third down, Warner. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. First down, here's the run with Martin. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. To throw on second down, Warner. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, McNabb. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
McNabb. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw, McNabb. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a give to Smith. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Now it's McNabb. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 1st down carry for Smith. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Gun!
2nd down, McNabb. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, look at this.
Now McNabb. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's McNabb. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
And he fires one incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Here's Miller. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not a placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
They start the drive with Martin. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, Warner. Wide open receiver, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They give to Martin. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Warner goes underneath to Martin. Directly over him. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved. And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen. Here's Warner. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Warner. The quick slant caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 10. A play fake. Now McNabb. Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Two minutes to play here. This timeout. Detroit! On second down, Warner. And his throw is incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On third down, Warner. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a first down throw, Warner. Forced out to his left, and that'll be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing again on second and 10. Warner, blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain of 31 on third down. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. And off comes to Martin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. On second down, Martin. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. They go play action. It's McNabb. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Anunwa again the intended target, and it's third down. McNabb to throw. Dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Warner. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Goodwin. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Warner. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A give left to Martin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Watching now, Barney, Barney.
Back to the air on second down. Warner. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Vinny Curry in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Saints on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Warner from the gun. Flushed out right. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. First.
Teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And this defense not giving him anything. There, maybe a yard up to the 36.
No, check, Patriot!
Back to throw here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Check.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Being chased out left. And Josh Hill has it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Now it's the backup Mayfield. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went #1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to make it 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malik Collins. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, McMahon steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They run again on first down. Martin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, Mayfield letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. On second down, here's Smith. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now it's McNabb. Escaping and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now it's Martin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Martin. There goes Martin, first down and more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now at... Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And New York set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From From the gun, here's McNabb. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. To throw, McNabb.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now McNabb.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there. Ball back. Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A very solid gain of 27.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. 1st down, Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now out come the Giants. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Malik Collins in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. A handoff to Smith. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now a run with Martin. And he'll He'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he knocks it through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And New York set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Green.
McNabb. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
New York set to take the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd, McNabb. Flush to his right. The left side caught by Diggs. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Now a first down throw, McNabb. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's McNabb fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second down, McNabb. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And Myers able to knock it through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little